Every day, the old man slaughtered a rabbit, yet he never ate it himself. Instead, he would deliver the meat to a place called warehouse number 36. Before entering, he always jumped 3 times outside the door. For decades, he maintained this ritual without fail. No one knew what was kept inside the warehouse. But one thing was certain: whatever lurked within was not of this world. One day, as the old man prepared the rabbit meat as usual, he suffered a fatal heart attack and died on the spot. His warehouse became unclaimed property, so the manager decided to auction off all its contents. He cut the lock, opened the door, and showed potential customers a glimpse inside. Though it contained mostly household items, they were quite antique. For those who considered themselves clever, this suggested the possibility of hidden valuables. Jack eventually won the auction for $400. After signing the contract, the manager showed him surveillance footage of the old man from before his death. The manager pointed out something puzzling. The old man's bulging package would always appear deflated after leaving the warehouse. Jack dismissed this oddity, eager only to discover if the warehouse contained anything valuable. Jack impatiently threw open the door and began searching frantically. Soon, he discovered a solid gold candlestick in a box, followed by 2 antique chairs in the corner, and a disc engraved with strange patterns. As Jack loaded these items onto his pickup truck, a debt collector suddenly confronted him, slapping him hard across the face. The message was clear: if Jack didn't come up with $10,000 by tomorrow, he would be dismembered. Jack decided to sell the items he just found. However, the pawn shop owner showed no interest in the gold candlestick or antique chairs. Instead, he was intrigued by the strange disc Jack had brought along merely as an afterthought. As the shop owner curiously traced the patterns on the disc, a drawer suddenly popped open, revealing 3 strange ancient books. The pawn shop owner grew excited and immediately called his friend, a magician named Nick. Upon seeing the 3 books, Nick's expression turned grave. He informed Jack that these were extremely rare exorcism manuals. Unfortunately, having only 3 of them limited their value to around $10,000. However, if they could find the 4th book, Nick would be willing to pay $300,000 for the complete set. Jack's spirits instantly lifted. He eagerly led the magician to the warehouse. Nick mentioned a rumor that the warehouse's original owner had sacrificed his own sister to a demon for personal gain. Jack dismissed this as nonsense. All he cared about was getting that $300,000 check as quickly as possible. The 2 men searched the warehouse for hours without finding any trace of the 4th book. Then, Jack accidentally knocked against a wall, revealing a hidden door. He complained about the foul smell coming from within, but Nick hurriedly lit a candle and prepared to enter. He warned Jack to follow his instructions precisely once inside, or something terrible would happen. They proceeded down a corridor lined with crucifixes and entered a room permeated with a putrid stench. In the center of the floor lay a withered female corpse, with something seemingly writhing inside its skull. Due to copyright restrictions, this is all we can show of this story. It's called Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities.